Joined by LaniSteele. Say hello, you jackass.
Hi, I'm a jackass apparently.
Anyways, we're here to do a let's chat slash discussion about Star Wars Battlefront 2's open beta. Give our thoughts, opinions about everything that's been going on between some of the controversial but most of the good stuff about it. So my general feelings about this game are pretty positive. I mean, it's definitely better than the first game, that's for sure. 2015 was a very big letdown. Um, but I definitely feel like this game is a major improvement gameplay wise, and I'm really excited for the potential it has. What about you, Lonnie?
I am optimistic with this game too, and I can't wait until it releases.
hmm But there are definitely a couple things that definitely must be addressed when talking about how this game feels like it's going to play out. Keep in mind, this is a live commentary, so if I suck, or if we both suck, whoops. Um, First, let's just kind of go over like just the overall feeling. The atmosphere is amazing. The game looks great. The immersive factor of everything that's happening, people running around screaming in the city, like just initial impressions, you really get instantly absorbed into the combat. You definitely feel like you're part of something bigger with Galactic Assault, not Galactic Conquest. Um, it's just a very exciting atmosphere, that's for sure. Um, the gameplay feels good, except, let's be honest, anything that's clone slash stormtrooper slash first order related, they're gonna not blend in as well as in comparison of droids or rebels, because they actually, I don't know, clones decide, hey, we don't need camouflage, we're so badass, we don't, we don't need it.
Well, at the Battle of Kashyyyk, they had camouflaged in.
That's when they finally actually got the right idea, right? Dang it. I hate that I can't switch it when I have the objective gun. Classes feel good. I really think though that there needs to be a lot stronger incentive of people working together. The only character that has a good focus on that is the officer, which, as you saw there, giving people bonuses. He's doing the no overheat feature versus the diversity between cards and everything like that is good, but it's just like another character needs to be more team based, not so much just solo based off of your performance. You know? Would you agree, Lonnie?
Yeah, be more based on cooperative play
Yeah.
rather than just going around shooting whatever the fuck comes your way.
Yeah. No, but all in all, like, I mean, I love prequel era. I mean, like, sure, the freaking movies kind of bad in many regards, sure, but the actual, like, story of clones and droids, I prefer it personally versus the Galactic era, but, also I forgot how to roll, apparently. But, my concerns about how this game is going to come out though definitely is based off of the star card system. How, if you go to like Total Biscuit or Angry Joe, they make a pretty big discussion about it. So I'm not going to do a big overview over it, but just how talking about how pay to win this is definitely leading up to, because they have to make money somewhere, and since everyone complained about, oh, we don't want no more season pass, aka or premium, in this in Dice's terms, because, oh my god, roll, dang it, keep hitting melee for some reason. um but because everyone complained about having premium, which is rightfully so, premium limits the player base and so on and so forth, they still have to make their money somewhere, and since this is a very big budgeted title, how else are they gonna make money? Microtransactions. But the way they've embedded it into the system is definitely very misleading and very aggravating. What do you think?
Yeah, season passes just limits everything and just kind of makes it kind of dull in the long run because all the good shit comes in season pass,
Yeah,
basically.
having to spend $40 on it was always kind of Pretty strong letdown. I hear Super Battle Droid. Whoa. I heard loud minigun spoil up and I got scared. I need to go back. But, you know, the star card system is gonna definitely promote, if the way it's going to go. I mean, DICE nor EA have said anything about exactly how this is going to pan out. Who knows, maybe you can't actually use real money for the star card system, but still having a loot base or loot box based system, having random chance for items, and that is your progression, not actually based off of your skill or how well you do with the character. It's kind of aggravating. You know, I was really hoping for something a little bit more dynamic. I was hoping for way more cosmetic. I mean, who knows, maybe the cosmetics will be bigger in the main game, but the way things are going and how LucasArts and Disney seem to want this game to, or these video games, I don't even know where that gun went, where that rocket went, how they want this to pan out, it's kind of disappointing. Ooh, of course, shotgun. Only 29. The other game modes are pretty great too. I really like Starfighter Assault. In many ways, I like it more than the actual ground play. But to be honest, I haven't been able to enjoy vehicular combat in a shooter like this, especially from DICE, in a while. Because when I look back, it's like literally Battlefield 4 was the last ground vehicular combat that I really enjoyed. Because I don't like BF1's combat, nor do I really enjoy hardlines, I mean, if you want to call hardline any vehicular combat. What do you think? Out of the 3 game modes that they have, which one's your favorite? Which one? You're quiet.
Battlefield 4.
Oh, I was talking like the game modes.
Oh. The one we're playing right now.
Galactic Assault.
Yeah.
The other part that I'm also kind of concerned about when it comes to this game's development is how the prequels are going to turn out. Because, like I've already kind of explained before, I'm not a really big fan of, you know, the Galactic Civil War era, nor am I really a big fan of the New Order / Resistance. I really think the Resistance, they look pretty bad, in my opinion. Like, they just, I don't know, like, I don't know why they had to make them so different, I guess. Dang it. But I want the prequels to be, I guess, more prominent. I want to have more battles involving clones versus droids. But, you know, at this rate, yeah, they're probably going to split them up into thirds. So, it's going to suck, but, I mean, what are you going to do, right? First Order guys look pretty good, though, so I shouldn't complain too much. What are some of your thoughts?
I think all of them are actually pretty good. Just that one of the characters in the Resistance just looks really, really dumb.
Yeah. What I will say though is it was actually pretty fun to play as the Rebellion and the Empire, especially in Starfighter Assault. Like, I love the X-Wings. I love all I love the fighters of that time period. It's more of the actual plot line, I guess, or story of the 2 factions, what I really don't care about. Dang, I got rocketed. But all in all, I mean, this game is very promising. It's actually a lot more enjoyable than I originally assumed it was going to be. There's just some things that I'm really worried about. I'm really worried about how the progression system is going to turn out to be. Star card system just sounds pretty sketchy. The other part that I personally am not a big fan of is just the fact that the heroes are from all eras. Like that. Like, why in the world is Boba Fett in here, you know? Seems a little...
I think if anything, they should have General Falcon's battle.
Well, yeah, like...
He's from the same era.
Yeah, it's just really weird. I mean, they threw in 2 characters that everyone already played before. Oh, is that a bug? Oh, that's really weird. They already threw 2 characters, Han
At least
Solo.
they add Darth Maul.
Yeah, Darth Maul is pretty cool, but again, those star cards are pretty kind of scary, because once people start adding up to tier 4, tier 5 cards, then we're gonna start having people who have... Oh wow, we're actually trapped in here. Wow, that sucks. They literally trap you in that room if you're trying to defend it. But like, I saw, you know, again, other videos that show the problems with it, but just seeing how a bomber can have an extra 100% damage resistance, that is insane. Like, those numbers are absolutely ridiculous. Maybe fine-tune them a little bit so they're not as, I guess, insane, but I'm gonna lay down some suppressive fire. Darth Maul, oh shit, there's also someone behind me.
Yep, I'm dead.
Yeah. I don't know how
One thing
some...
they did get right is that the heroes aren't as powerful as they were in the first game.
Yeah, though
It's
they
still
can't...
pretty ridiculous.
They can heal themselves, though, now.
If you have like a group of friends, you can make a coordinated attack against Darth Maul and kill him kind of quickly.
Yeah. Oh, not that gun.
Oh my god, why are all of them freaking B2s?
The other part that always slightly kind of bothered me is how they're allowing guns from all eras to come into the mix. Because I very much... I mean, I'm probably one of the selective few that, like, back in the Battlefield 3 days, really liked it when everyone had, you know, M16s for the Americans and AEKs for the Russians. You know, again, that's probably just me. I really liked the feeling of having it more realistic rather than total customization, but at least they had that in the beginning. Like, they locked it down, and they kind of did that here as well. In the very beginning, everyone had the guns from the same era, but then once people started unlocking the other guns that are customizable is when they started having the mixture of eras. And see, that's really cool. Galactic Assault is very immersive, and that's totally fine. Like, this is great. But man, it's like the main gameplay itself is great. It's fun, it's interactive, and it's rewarding when you're doing well and you get reinforcements and you feel like a badass. But man, the things that are going on behind the scenes... So I guess to really kind of conclude this, to not make it horribly long, what do I think of it? I think the game feels great, the combat feels great, but all in all, I'm definitely going to wait at least another week or 2 after the game's released to see how many maps they are, what people think of the campaign, what's the star card system going to look like. I mean, sure, they'll probably give more information as the game releases, so I might get it sooner depending on which. But
there's one more point that I need to point out, is that actually brought in the voice actors of the Clone Wars cartoon for this game. I really like that.
Yes, that is a definite plus, is just the fact that they're actually, you know, pulling in some assets that are not just from the main trilogy. So that's definitely another great thing. These intros are also really cool. Also, wow, it is bugging out. Oh, because I'm phasing through another character. I guess another small side note that I really kind of wanted to mention as well is I'm very much an advocate of playing in first person versus playing in third person. Like, I'll definitely play in third person here and there, but first person I just enjoy a lot more because you feel a little bit more engulfed into the character itself. I just kind of wish that first person you get a little bit more of an accuracy bonus versus, you know, playing in third person. Right now it just kind of feels like, oh, doesn't matter, it's just all preference, but you have a significant advantage when you play in third person.
Plus, when he aims down a sight with a gun, it doesn't go into his actual sights.
Yeah, it just goes in
And I think
kind
it's
of like
really stupid, especially when you have a gun with a freaking scope.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, especially some of the resistance troops. A lot of their guns have those giant scopes on them, and you can't even use them. Which, I mean, I guess I kind of get, because then kind of breaks the balance a little bit. But still, not really. Oh boy, some type of stun ability. But all in all, what do you feel about this game, Lonnie? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad?
Feel good.
Feel more excited about the game now that you've played the beta, or are you more worried about it?
I'm more excited because I thought it was gonna just suck altogether, but no, it doesn't. I knew it was gonna be better from the last game, but I didn't know how much better it would be. It's significantly better.
Oh, actually, there is one more thing that we need to talk about real quick, is the factor that at the moment, all the vehicles in Galactic Assault don't seem worth playing at all. All the fighters don't seem to have, you know, that much of an impact. They just seem to just kind of be there. I mean, I guess if people want to have their aerial combat, they can. But the problem with that, for me, whoops, I probably shouldn't have peeked, is the fact that, oh, hey, you know, like right now, I could get any of these fighters, which sounds really cool, but they're not really worth it. Okay, let me do a tank. Whoa, 3,500 points. I mean, right now, I just had a pretty good, you know, kill streak or score streak or however you want to, you know, state it. But, you know, at this rate, though, if I actually wanted to get to 3,500, I'd need to play really, really well just to get it. And that's only going to last through this first phase. Now everything else is going to be indoors, and there's no point to use them. The LAT gunship is absolutely useless. It's also getting absolutely destroyed right now. Oh, got repaired. But as it is, I mean, I wanted the LAT to be actually flyable, to be more of a cooperative, you know, vehicle that can help out in aerial combat. But what does the developers do? They turn it into a shittier AC-130 from Battlefield 4, and that's not okay. Nor is it okay making the tank for the droids be 3,500 XP, and no one ever wants to use them because they just want to save their points for the heroes and use them in the close quarter battles when things actually start getting more serious. You know? Do you think the score system is right, or do you think it needs to be whoa?
I think it needs to be changed a little bit. Because the great amount of money you need to spend.
Watch out. I need to stop pressing the circle. For some reason, because this game doesn't feel like Battlefield, I always seem to press circle for melee. Or circle for crouch, which I don't want to do that. So, I'm also kind of, I guess, annoyed with the fact that I just know for a fact that if they actually bring in the ATTE into this game, it's going to be on rails. I really wanted to be able to use that vehicle and it to be a squad-based vehicle like it was back in the old games, but you know that's not going to happen. It's not going to be that way. They're not going to allow that. So it's just really frustrating, I guess, in the end for me, because I really enjoyed the gunplay. I really enjoy how this game is feeling up to be, but there's just like, it's just the side things. They're just kind of ruin it for me. I want to do, you know, other vehicle combat, but it just, the tanks, I mean, the walker mech on the clone side's pretty fun. But just way too high. It takes too, I mean, I guess it's more effective in this mode because you can actually bring it into the pallet versus the droid's tank, which is huge. So alright, let's try to finish this chat because we keep like going on side tangents every time we get close to finishing it. All in all, good initial impressions, but I really need to see more before making a final decision on whether or not this game's going to be good or not. What about you? Is there anything that you kind of hope for?
Any more references to the Clone Wars cartoon?
Yeah, like having heroes, possibly. Cough, cough. Lex. Not Lex. Wrong game. Rex.
Rex. I mean, they're similar because they both hold two guns in their hands.
Yeah.
Both badass.
Right?
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, yes. Yeah. Or a commando of sorts from the Commando series. Oh wow, there's an actual tank. That's literally for how long I've played this. This is the first time I've actually seen a tank in this. I'm actually gonna buy one right now. I haven't even used it, even though the tank's about to go into the base. All right, let's check out these controls. The model looks great.
Just casually playing this game and dying a lot.
Pretty much story of my life. Well, you guys, thank you guys much for watching. If you'd like for more, go check out LaniSteele on my channel. Anyways, peace out.